Hello students, good afternoon. Again we are joining to our next class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the chapter number 3, that is food, nutrition, health and fitness. Food, nutrition, health and fitness. Before starting the discussion, first of all we have to understand that why this chapter is very much important to us. In other words, we can say that all of us we survive by the help of the food, air, means the oxygen and the water. So, food is a basic necessity for our life. Without the food, anybody cannot live for a long. So, for that reason, like this way we can say that food is a very essential part for our body. Now, if I make a correlation with the food and the nutrition, in that side we can say that the nutrition and the health, these are the interrelated, as because it has been told that just like a coin, it has got the two sides. Like the same way, the nutrition and the health are the two opposite sides of the coin. They are very much interlinked and also it cannot be separated, as because whenever we intake the food, from the food we get the different types of the nutrients, and like this way the nutrition process continues. And when the nutrition process continues in our body, then our health also got a good positive, and it always remained on the positive health. So, like this way it is been we can say that the food has got a interrelation with the health. So, like this way the food, nutrition, health, these are the interrelated. And when we talk about the fitness, fitness means the physical fitness. When we tell that after assemble of the food, after intaking the food, when our body get the nourishment, on that time the fitness develop. So, like this way we can say that the food, nutrition, health and the fitness, they are the interrelated. Next, after that we will make the discussion that what is the food. Means if I say that what is the definition of the food, it is told that the food are the solid and the liquid. It can be both solid and the liquid, both are known as the food. But the main definition are that after consumption of this solid and the liquid food, when the digestion and absorption process continued, and after that then it has been used for the different functions of the body, on that time we can say that it is the main definition of the food. So, always it doesn't told that all the edible things are not known as the food, as because the edible things which we intake, it cannot be contains the nutrients in the maximum amount, and on that time it is not very much helpful for our body. So, for that reason it is not identified as the food. Next, after that we will go to the functions of the food. These food are basically, they have got the different types of the functions. Here the given these functions are known as the physiological functions. Physiological functions means after intaking the food, what are the different physiological health related functions which are done by the food, that is known as the physiological functions. And there is another functions that is known as the social function, and the main important another function that is known as the psychological function. First start the discussion with the physiological function. In the physiological function, you just see that the first function is that food provides the energy. Food provides the energy means we know that the energy is a very important nutrients. It is a very important thing which we required for doing the every type of the functions in our body. Means like the respiration. Now I am talking with you, you are observing me. Every things need the energy for that. There are different types of the energy requirement, depend on that the type of the job which we are doing. Like when we are talking, when we are sitting, that need a less energy of the less energy, but when we are running or when we are walking, that needs a more high energy. So, like that way food provides the energy for doing the functions. Next, after that the foods help to build and maintain the body. Build and maintain the body means when the child takes the birth, after that the development and the growth started of that child's body, and from the age of the 0 months the development when occurs, the main functions, the main nutrients which are present on the food, that is the protein, which helps to make the growth and the development. And after that, in this age of your age, means when you are in the adolescence age, on that time you know that different types of the hormonal activity started in this age, that's also required this protein. So for that reason, this food is also very much important for help to building and maintaining the body. Means when after the adulthood, when anybody on that time the growth is been stopped, on that time also for maintaining the body health, the protein is been required. Means for an example, after the post operative of cases, when the patients required the to maintain and repair the tissues which are damaged, that also required and done by the help of the food. Next comes the protect from the disease. Protect from the disease means when any virus or microorganism attacked our body, on that time we are some cells that's known as the protective cells in our body, that is also done by this for this food. Means like we know that in our blood cells there are the WBC cells which helps to protect the our body from the different types of the germs, and this things comes this immunity power by which this protective power develop, that comes from the help of the vitamin C, that is the part of the micronutrients which is present on the food. So like this way foods also helps us to protect from the disease. Next, the last important function, that is the food helps in regulatory functions of the food. Means whenever we are intaking any different types of the food item, that's also need a regulation of the body. Means the water level in our body, it is very much important. If any persons due to the diarrhea or the vomiting or any disease, the dehydration happen, on that time the main nutrients cannot be regulated from one parts to the others. So like that way, if the regulation stop, that also created a serious condition. So for that reason, the food nutrients, the foods mean basically like the vitamin, minerals and waters, these are the basic nutrients which are required as the functions of the food for the regulatory functions. And other two functions also which I have told you before, that is one is the social function and the other is the psychological function of the food. Social functions means in any type of gathering you have seen that it can be Durga Puja, it can be anybody's birthday, it can be any marriage occasion. In any type of occasion, whenever we have got a social gathering there, we always celebrate that occasion by sharing the foods to other. Means like this way, this social function is done by the food. Next after that, that is the psychological function. Psychological functions mean when we feel very much happy for any reason, on that time also we share the foods or anything to to our friends, that develop the psychological function to us. So like this way, these are the different functions which I got the discussion today in this part of this video. So like this way, it is the main part of the functions of the food, that is the physiological and social and the psychological. Thank you.